Welcome to our show, dear listeners, where we delve into the fascinating tales of history's most captivating empires. Today, we embark on a journey to explore the rise of one of Asia's most influential powers, the Japanese Empire. As we wander through the misty dawn of Japanese history, around 400 BCE, we find ourselves at the threshold of a remarkable story that would unfold over centuries, shaped by the interactions of indigenous traditions and external influences. Our tale begins in the Yayoi period, spanning from approximately 300 BCE to 300 CE, a time when migrants from the Asian mainland arrived on the shores of Kyushu, bringing with them innovative technologies such as ironworking and advanced agricultural practices. These newcomers would forever alter the course of Japanese history, introducing new tools and techniques that would propel the islands towards a path of significant cultural, social, and political evolution. As we explore the lush landscapes of ancient Japan, we find ourselves in the vicinity of present-day Fukuoka, where the ruins of the Yoshinogari site whisper secrets of a bygone era. This archaeological treasure trove has yielded a wealth of information about the lives of Japan's earliest inhabitants, including their sophisticated irrigation systems and complex social hierarchies. The discovery of rice paddies, for instance, indicates a level of agricultural sophistication that allowed for population growth and the eventual development of more complex societies. The Yayoi period saw the emergence of small, tribal states, each with its own distinct culture and traditions. The Funino site, located on the island of Honshu, provides a fascinating glimpse into the lives of these ancient communities with its elaborate burial mounds and intricately crafted ceramics. These artifacts testify to the artistic and technological prowess of Japan's early inhabitants, as well as their deep connection with the spiritual realm. As we journey through this formative period, we encounter key figures such as the legendary Emperor Jimmu, who is said to have founded Japan in 660 BCE. Although the historicity of Emperor Jimmu is still debated among scholars, his legend has played a significant role in shaping Japanese culture and informing the country's understanding of its own origins. The stories surrounding Emperor Jimmu serve as a bridge between myth and history, highlighting the complex interplay between fact and fiction that underpins the narrative of Japan's early years. The Kofun period, which spanned from approximately 300 to 508 CE, witnessed the emergence of even more complex hierarchical structures. During this time, large burial mounds, known as kofun, were constructed for the elite, often featuring elaborate stone chambers and decorative artifacts. The most famous of these, the Daizen-ryo Kofun in Osaka, stands as a testament to the growing power and sophistication of Japanese society during this period. The construction of these grand tombs required vast resources and labor, underscoring the significant social and economic changes that were taking place. With the Yayoi period's agricultural advancements and the Kofun period's emergence of hierarchical structures, the stage was set for the dawn of Japan's imperial era. The Yamato state, which rose to prominence around the 5th century CE, would eventually give birth to the mighty Japanese Empire, with its capital in Naniwa, present-day Osaka. This nascent empire would go on to forge a unique cultural identity, blending indigenous traditions with influences from China and Korea, laying the groundwork for a legacy that would resonate across centuries. As we reach the threshold of our exploration into the rise of the Japanese Empire, we find ourselves poised on the cusp of a new era, one that would be marked by grandeur, conflict, and transformation. Join me next as we step into the radiant light of Japan's formative years to discover the pivotal events that shaped the destiny of this extraordinary empire, and witness how it reached new heights of cultural, political, and military prowess, forever changing the course of Asian history. Welcome back to our journey through the annals of Japanese history, as we delve into the most captivating era of the Japanese Empire's rise to prominence. As we emerged from the formative periods of Yayoi and Kofun, Japan stood at the threshold of a new epoch, one that would be marked by unprecedented growth, cultural refinement, and military prowess. During the 8th century CE, the Nara period dawned, bringing with it a golden age of Japanese culture. The capital city, Nara, became a hub of artistic, literary, and architectural innovation, as evidenced by the majestic Todaiji Temple, home to the colossal Buddha statue Daibutsu. This era saw the compilation of Japan's oldest surviving chronicles, the Kojiki and Nihon Shoki, which not only provided a historical narrative but also underscored the divine right of the imperial family. As we venture into the Heian period, spanning from 794 to 1185 CE, we find ourselves in an era of courtly elegance and refinement. The capital, now relocated to Kyoto, became a center of high culture, with the imperial court at its pinnacle. This was the age of the legendary novel, The Tale of Genji, written by Murasaki Shikibu, which offers a glimpse into the intrigue, romance, and political maneuvering of the Heian court. The period also saw significant advancements in Buddhism, with the rise of esoteric sects like Shingon and Tendai, which further enriched Japan's spiritual landscape. The Kamakura period, from 1185 to 1333 CE, marked a significant turning point in Japanese history, as military power began to shift from the imperial court to the warrior class. The Minamoto clan, under the leadership of Yoritomo, established the Kamakura shogunate, a feudal military government that would dominate Japanese politics for centuries. This era also saw the introduction of Zen Buddhism from China, which had a profound impact on Japanese thought and culture, emphasizing simplicity, discipline, and self-reliance. As we explore the Muromachi period, from 1336 to 1573 CE, we witness the rise of the Ashikaga shogunate, which, despite its tumultuous beginnings, oversaw a resurgence in cultural and economic activities. The city of Kyoto experienced a renaissance of sorts, with the development of No theater, the evolution of Japanese garden design, and the flourishing of ink painting. This was also an era marked by significant trade with China and the introduction of new technologies, such as firearms, which would alter the landscape of Japanese warfare. The Sengoku period, from 1467 to 1603 CE, was a time of intense conflict and upheaval, as daimyos vied for power in a fractured Japan. Figures like Oda Nobunaga, Toyotomi Hideyoshi, and Tokugawa Ieyasu left indelible marks on Japanese history, with their military campaigns and strategic alliances eventually leading to the unification of Japan under the Tokugawa shogunate. This epoch of Japanese history is often regarded as the zenith of the Japanese Empire's influence and power. The period saw not only political consolidation, but also significant cultural achievements, including the development of ukiyo-e woodblock prints, the evolution of Japanese architecture, and the flourishing of literature, exemplified by the works of Matsuo Basho. As we conclude our exploration of the Japanese Empire's rise to prominence, we stand at the precipice of a new era, one that would be marked by isolation, internal strife, and eventually the empire's decline. The legacy of this period, however, remains profound, shaping the course of Japanese history and leaving an indelible mark on Asian culture. Join me next as we navigate the complexities of the Japanese Empire's decline and its lasting impact on the modern world, tracing the paths that led from grandeur to transformation, and ultimately to the Japan we know today. Welcome back to our journey through the annals of Japanese history as we delve into the complexities of the Japanese Empire's decline and its lasting impact on the modern world. As we emerged from the era of grandeur and unification under the Tokugawa shogunate, Japan stood at the precipice of a new epoch, one that would be marked by isolation, internal strife, and eventually transformation. The period of Sakoku, or national isolation, which lasted from 1633 to 1853 CE, saw the Japanese Empire deliberately cut itself off from the rest of the world. The Tokugawa shogunate, fearing the influence of foreign ideas and the potential for colonization, imposed strict controls on trade and immigration, allowing only limited contact with China and the Netherlands through the port of Nagasaki. This era of isolation had a profound impact on Japanese culture, as it preserved traditional ways of life but also stifled innovation and progress. As we navigate the complexities of this period, we find that internal strife and discontent began to simmer beneath the surface. The rigid social hierarchy and economic stagnation led to growing unrest among the population, particularly among the peasant class. The Tokugawa shogunate's inability to address these issues effectively ultimately contributed to its downfall. The arrival of American Commodore Matthew Perry in 1853 CE marked a turning point in Japanese history as the country was forced to open up to the rest of the world. The Meiji Restoration of 1868 CE saw the collapse of the Tokugawa shogunate and the restoration of imperial rule, leading to a period of rapid modernization and transformation. As Japan emerged from its isolation, it underwent a remarkable transformation, adopting Western technologies, institutions, and ideas while still preserving its unique cultural heritage. The Meiji era saw significant advancements in education, infrastructure, and industry, laying the foundations for Japan's emergence as a major world power. In the words of Japanese historian Yoshida Shoin, "The nation is like a tree, and the people are like its roots." This quote encapsulates the idea that the strength of a nation lies in its people, and that the Japanese Empire's decline was ultimately due to its inability to adapt and evolve in response to changing circumstances. As we conclude our exploration of the Japanese Empire's decline and transformation, we stand at the threshold of a new era, one that would see Japan emerge as a major player on the world stage. The legacy of this period remains profound, shaping the course of Japanese history and leaving an indelible mark on Asian culture. In the modern world, Japan continues to navigate its complex identity, balancing tradition with innovation and isolation with international engagement. As the Japanese proverb goes, "Fall down 7 times, stand up 8." This phrase reflects the resilience and determination of the Japanese people, who have consistently demonstrated their ability to adapt, transform, and thrive in the face of adversity. Join me next as we explore the complexities of Japan's modern identity and its place in the contemporary world, tracing the paths that led from tradition to innovation and ultimately to the Japan we know today. That's all for today's History with Herodotus. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, remember that to understand the present, we must first understand the past.